All right. Welcome to this week's episode of Hexproof from Ward. Um, we're gonna start a kind of a mini series. Josh came up with a great idea, so we're gonna go with it. We're gonna start making some seven commander decks built around the seven deadly sins. So we've got pride, greed, lust, envy, gluttony, wrath, and sloth. So we're gonna start with pride. Excessive love of one's own excellence or exalting yourself above God and all your neighbors. So we're going to get to building. Um, we're going to kind of have some interactive ways that we're going to do this. And since we're starting off the series this week, if any of our listeners have any ideas for the rest of the deadly sins, like what commanders we should use to build off of, let us know. We're going to be building these decks on Moxfield and putting links to the decks so everybody can check them out. And then yeah, we're going to have some fun. So is everybody ready to jump in?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
Okay,
let's do it.
cool.
Yeah.
All right. So pride, when you think of pride, who does everybody think of commander wise?
Okay, so this one isn't going to be the person who I select for the one I kind of want to pitch, but my thought pride, the first time I thought literal pride, and then I thought Johnny, he
Ah,
has a
yeah.
pride.
Yeah.
But the literal pride isn't gonna be what we're going for. So I think just generally the characters with like the biggest egos who are most full of themselves, who uh just just exude a boastful personality, like that their stuff don't stank and you know it. So
Okay. So who are you thinking, Josh?
okay,
We're talking commander first, and then we'll get into
yeah,
kind of like supporting characters.
okay. My commander pitch is Niv Mizzet Param.
Okay.
Perrin. Yeah, Niv Mizzet Perrin. Just because Niv Mizzet is uh he's very egotistical in the storyline. He combos with himself because no one else can do it better than himself. He's just you love a character who just uh sticks to his own ideals, and he is cocky and arrogant and all of the things that you want to see in Pride. So that's my pitch.
Okay. I like it. I like it. Who you thinking, Sam?
I'm thinking Lucius the Eternal.
Okay.
You want me to get into
What?
details?
Yeah. Why is Lucius on your list?
Well, Lucius the Eternal from the Warhammer 40K universe is a character built upon the idea that he is the most prideful swordsman in the universe. And he is attributed with cutting himself every time he's killed somebody.
Okay.
And well, his special perk that he got from the thing called the Warp is that anytime he's ever defeated and some opponent who beat him has any pride that he beat him, he takes over their soul and body and consumes them and becomes Lucius the Eternal again while absorbing the soul and face onto his armor. So anytime that the opponent has pride in beating him, he just forever comes back. He's almost an eternal character.
Okay. All right. I like that one. Reaching outside the universe. Keith,
Yeah.
do you have a pride-filled commander?
I was mostly thinking for like keywords and like ability keywords. And but I noticed a trend so far, little splash of red in each of these so far. And that kind of makes me think of, like demons, and maybe a Rakdos card would fit in there. He's kind of known for
his ego a little bit. Now, which one to pick, I'm not exactly sure, but I think maybe he fits the bill.
Hmm.
Kind of aristocrats sort of
How about like
energies.
the the Lord of Riots? I
The
feel
original one.
yeah,
There we go.
I feel like that would be a decent one to pitch if you're like still in the air for which one to take. So
Hmm.
I think he has Lord
I
in
think I
the
like that one.
title. I
Yeah.
th I feel like that's a good way to go that for you then.
Yeah. As far as some of the other ones, I know he has some like aristocrat synergies. So like, sacrificing your underlings and doing stuff like that seems sort of like a tyrant leader move. But yeah, I like Lord of Riots. I think that might be my pick.
Nathan, what do you got?
Oh, Obnixilis Captive Kingpin. That's my choice. I just think that whenever it comes to him, he's always kind of really been full of himself. He's got himself into a lot of trouble, and now he's got himself to where he can't get off of a plane. So my choice, Obnixilis Captive Kingpin. So, are y'all ready to spin? Spin the
Yeah.
wheel?
Spin to
Okay.
win.
All
No
right.
whammies.
Can everybody see it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Sorry about these random ads. So, for those of you listening along, um, we've got Niv Mizzet, Lucius, Rakdos, and Obnixilis on our wheel. So we're going to go ahead and click, and whoever it lands on, that's who we're going to build. All based around pride.
So Rakdos, 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 or is it? There we go.
Looks like is it? It's going to be Niv Mizzet.
Woo!
All
Pew pew
right.
pew pew.
All right. So Josh gets to keep his pride.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I
Good
will.
name, is it?
I'll go ahead and I'll make this on my Mox field since we don't have like a shared Mox field yet. Um, so your decks and new deck. What do we want to name this one? Pride?
Uh,
Pride with knowledge.
yeah.
I don't know. It's red blue,
Um,
so knowledge
Yeah.
has to be in there
Or
Yeah,
somewhere.
like
I like it.
seven deadly sins pride?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pride with Prejudice.
Uh,
Probably not.
Well, if there's any two card
wait,
combos, I'd
wait,
say
wait,
there
wait,
would be
Yes.
prejudice.
I got a name. Uh, uh, is it pride or sheer talent?
Ooh, there we go. That's cool.
I'll put pride in all caps.
Or can we do it?
Parentheses, it's Pride.
Is it pride? Is it pride? Question mark. Is
Okay.
it pride or confidence? Is it pride or confidence?
Okay.
Okay.
Final answer.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Then I do have just in general for like kind of bulking up the spells, I feel like uh just the blue aura of saw it coming. I think that's just like a fun one. It's like, huh, that's beneath me. I knew you were gonna do that.
Do we want to go ahead and like share the screen so everybody can see us as we build?
But yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
Okay.
definitely.
All right. So it'll kind of make it a little difficult for me to search for cards, but okay. So what was your first choice, Josh?
Saw it coming. It's the snarkiest counter spell, I feel like just to be like, yeah, of course you would do that. It's beneath me, but
Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Any other ideas?
I was looking on the Scryfall tagger trying to find like a Pride tag or a Snarky or something along that line, and I haven't seen anything yet.
I have one.
Yeah. What do you got?
Archmage Ascension.
Okay.
Prideful in the sense that if as long as you're drawing 2 cards every turn, you're getting quest counters, and then once you get that online and your pride is set to the full maximum, you can just search your library anytime you draw a card.
I
Perfect.
think
I love it.
also he's like the wisest dragon, just big brain. So I think Mind Spring is fair for card draw, and he's proud of his intellect. So I feel like tangentially anything that has to do with like big braining can
What about
absolutely be
Yeah.
included.
can we add the Mind Stone in there?
Oh, absolutely. That's a
Yeah.
beautiful suggestion. Love it.
Okay.
How about Ponder, maybe?
Ponder. Okay.
Love that.
Well, if we're gonna run a Niv Mizzet, we have to be fuel of curiosity.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Then
just
yeah, then we need is it Signet? Uh
Okay.
yeah.
if we're doing pure pride based on like the idea of it, I feel like
Yeah.
Jessica's will is prideful.
I found a nice tag real quick on the tagger, and it is arm raised. So if anyone's like, doing that like a power pose, it will sort of show up here. And
Okay, Keith, you'll be our researcher
I'm
since
trying.
you're good at doing the tags and stuff, so
Yep. Ooh,
you'll do that.
I have
Oh,
a
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll wait after Josh.
okay, I was thinking another sorcery, invoke the fire mind. Uh
Yeah,
Okay.
got to get his cards.
yeah, you got to get his signature moves.
I think it's invoke with an I.
Oh,
Yeah.
see,
Eh,
that's where.
Yeah, I'll do a search for cards that he shows up in.
There we go.
So I've got two, if you don't mind.
Okay.
One, we got the Locust God. If we're going off with hands in the air being prideful, he's number one on the list.
Okay.
And he's probably going to be the most prideful of all because he's going to have multiple copies of himself in the deck.
Okay.
Ooh.
I like it.
So
Yeah.
you've
So
got you've got the Fire Mind, and then you have the new one that came out, which I don't have offhand.
So we want to just throw in all of. So we want to throw in the fire mine. Do we want to throw
The
in?
Visionary, Niv Mizzet Visionary.
Okay.
I mean, it combos off each other, and it makes sense that he's got his own version of himself because he's like, ugh, nobody's better than me at doing what I do.
Okay. So we've got the fire mine does whenever you draw a card, Nib Mizzet, the fire mine deals 1 damage to any target. Let's find a way to double that damage. So every time somebody takes the damage, they get hit with another damage.
Well,
uh
I mean, you've got the expensive enchantment Fire Emancipation,
Okay. We don't have a budget here.
Hmm.
high CMC is all.
and
What is it?
uh
What's the name of that card?
Fiery Emancipation.
Oh, Fiery
Yeah,
Emancipation.
fiery.
Okay.
also wasn't
This
there a god spell like a god enchantment from Theros that does double damage?
there we go.
Thought that was red white.
I think it's red I think it's just mono red.
What about the coal hauler swine?
Uh, I don't think Swine's even though it's cool in effect, I don't think it's very prideful. I think Swine are would be beneath him.
Well, if we're gonna go damage
Okay.
doublers, we need a Twin Flame Tyrant.
Okay.
Found another semi-related card. It is Blast of Genius, and it's
Okay.
featuring Ral Zarek, a podcast favorite. It's choose target creature or player, draw 3 cards, then discard a card. Blast of Genius deals damage equal to the discarded card's convert mana cost to that creature player.
That's
Probably,
perfect.
yeah. Well, so we go in little spell slinger,
Yeah.
Yep.
or okay.
Yep. Then so there's also Dictate of the Twin Gods. So that's the one
Okay,
I was
you
thinking
found
of.
it. Cool.
Yeah.
I like that card a lot. That is a very good card.
Now, do you care about if everybody's does damage double, or do you want to focus on what you're doing as damage doubler? You
Uh,
got Furnace of Wrath as well, 4 mana enchantment. That
Wrath.
doubles everything.
I think we can
I,
save that for another episode potentially.
yeah.
That's true. Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Uh,
Not
uh,
spelled the same, but yeah, play on it. Yeah. We'll do that.
Okay.
Um,
What about Soul Ring?
oh, absolutely. Yeah. Then also,
I'll see if I can find us a cool version that goes along with. Keep going, keep going. I'm just kind of
oh,
gonna.
can we, maybe this is from the uh
Ooh.
Brothers War, but mechanized warfare. If a red or artifact source you control would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent
Hmm.
they control, it deals that much damage plus one instead.
Boom. Let's do
And
it.
I,
It's on there.
yeah, sick. Uh, so now I think we need a little bit of uh
I'll give us an update. We are at 4 creatures, 5
Yeah.
sorceries, 1 instant, 3 artifacts, 5 enchantments. So
okay, I think we need more counters. Uh,
Ooh, I had one a little bit ago, but it was too restrictive. It was for um colorless.
I don't know if it would make sense, but Helm of the Host, because the idea of creating copies of yourself, would be prideful.
or we could do mirror gallery.
ooh, yeah, that feels flavorful.
And then if you do that, throw a Blade of Cells, since you can get not have to real. Well, if you're gonna do instead of Mirror Gallery, we'll have to throw in the other Thousand Faces.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sakashima.
Yeah,
Okay.
mhm, that sounds good. I like going back to instance. How about Force of Will? Uh,
Yes.
yes, I feel like
It's
that's
kind
a
of cool.
very
This is a expensive deck.
uh,
You're putting some bangers in there.
Oh, you want prideful Volcanic Isle all the way then?
Ooh, I found probably not the
We're
best.
not. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Why? Why is $800
I
too
mean, it's
much
very
for you?
prideful if you're playing with that. Yes, I mean that is the epitome of
I
prideful if you're playing with those lands.
I honestly say that we do it because that's the point of this whole deck.
yeah.
Wouldn't that
I
be
So
found
greed?
that's in there.
Well,
Uh,
it could be both, right?
Yeah,
I feel
exactly.
Prideful because you
yeah.
want the most powerful cards
Yep.
possible.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
found a decent like non-optimal counterspell. It's a refute, counter target spell, and draw a card, then discard a card. But it's 3 mana.
Okay.
Refute.
Boom.
Yep. Yeah, I think we need the
I'm gonna
OG
put
counter spell too.
counterspell. Okay.
Yes.
I know I don't know many people that play it, but a Tail's End.
Hold on 1 second. I've got
Yeah,
to
I get
put
you.
Blade of Selves in real quick. What was it? Tail's End?
Is
Tail's
that the
End.
extra turn you lose card?
No, Tail's End is it's a 2 mana counter target, activate ability, triggered ability, or legendary spell.
Oh.
One of the few that can really
So I typed
knock
that in
someone down.
without typing MTG, and I just got like the orange fox from Sonic's butt. So thank you, Sam.
You're welcome.
Tails End. About as literal as it gets.
At World's End. Mm.
Uh,
We need some more creatures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've only got 5
well,
creatures.
so the
Take
idea
time.
will be drawing mindful. Well, if you're gonna be drawing a lot of cards, a laboratory maniac, that's insane though.
We need some wizards in there to
What
Yeah.
follow Niv
Some
Mizzet. A lot of
some
those
some
would
Yeah, I
sort
wizard.
of
think
help in the game plan for
I
drawing
think
cards.
I think wizards in general are kind of like can be a little uppity and stuff. So uh
I would say Exalted Flamer of Zinch.
In some deep poles here.
Boom.
Well, that would be keep bringing back your instants and
Oh,
sorceries while
okay,
also
another
doing damage
Warhammer
along with
card.
doing it. Yeah.
Yep.
uh,
Um. Oh man.
Searching for people with their arms raised didn't yield very good
I would
results.
say the original Ral Zarek.
What's he do?
Was his -7, and you flip 5 coins for every head, you get to take an extra turn. And he's got his hands
Oh,
in his pockets, like, yes, I know what I'm doing.
Okay, spell
coin flip
Ralzeric for me.
cards
Ral
seem kind of
RAL
cool as
space Zarek ZAREK.
pride something.
He wasn't showing up.
Ooh,
Okay.
there's a smirk tag.
Yeah.
Ooh, how about I have
See if there's
one.
a fun one. Ooh, this one's fancy. I like that one. Boom.
How about Hercule, Master Wizard?
How do you
There we
spell
go.
Hercule?
Hurkyl.
Master Wizard.
Yeah.
Okay. Hercule. Master. There
Um,
we go. At the
are
beginning of
we
your end
wanting?
step, if you
uh,
cast.
do we want to just like we want to be like full prideful in this, like no matter how ridiculous
For
it would be?
sure.
How about Arcanus the Omnipotent or Omnipotent, depending on
Oh,
how
that's
everybody wants to
nice.
say that?
I like that.
6 mana, but tap it to draw 3 cards. And you wanted wizards.
Wizard.
I think
Yeah.
Snapcaster Mage.
Oh yeah, that's a great one. I like this art of Arcanus, by the way. This secret layer.
Then put it up.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick. You said
Ooh,
Snapcaster Mage?
I found a
Yeah.
cool card
Okay.
from Outlaws of Thunder Junction. It is Smirking Spelljacker. Flash flying when it enters the battlefield, exile target spell an opponent controls. When it attacks, if a card is exiled, you can cast it without paying its mana cost.
Boom. I like that.
Do we want one more wizard?
Wizard.
Something more repeatable card draw for sure.
Well, I got this right here. Archmage Emeritus.
That sounds familiar.
Got it.
Emeritus. Yes. So
Yeah.
anytime you cast a copy of instant sorcery spell, draw a card.
Nice. Do we want to have the uh extra turn spells too? I feel.
Well, see here, if we're
Can I
being,
can I put Monamo in?
I don't know what that is.
Monamo, School at Water's Edge.
Yeah, for
Uh,
sure.
tap, add a blue to your mana pool.
I'm on
Pay
a
a
phone
blue and
call.
tap it, untap target legendary permanent.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
What's that one extra turn card where you lose the game on the like second turn?
Ooh.
Some. Yeah.
That's sort of like, I'm gonna win this game, and there's no need to
Oh,
even worry
Alchemist
about that.
Gambit. Alchemist Gambit.
Well, and then we could put in the card that ends the turn to where you don't actually lose at the end.
Sundial of the Infinite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel
get a
like.
time stop as well.
Yeah. I don't think we well, yeah. I don't know if we even necessarily need to
Oh,
have that in there.
the
But
Gambit's
Or
good
or
because you can get rid
or
of that.
are we so prideful that we think we're gonna win no matter what, so we don't need to worry
I
about it?
that's where
I like the
that's where my
flavor of
brain
that.
was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Are you still wanting to take extra turns?
Yeah.
I think we do
Combos.
one more extra
Okay.
turn.
Well, then, how about we do the one all be all Nexus of Fate?
Okay.
So that way, if you can pull off the Archmage Ascension, you can always tutor for it because it's always
Okay.
going back in your library, and you're always taking those turns.
Do we want to throw a windfall in?
Ooh. Sure,
Yeah.
let's go. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
We need some
To fill your
artifacts up in
mind with
here.
knowledge, we must start by emptying it.
Um, how about some artifacts.
Yep. We've got Blade of Selves, Is It Signet, Mind Stone, Mirror Gallery, and Soul Ring so far.
Isochron Scepter would work really well depending on how our 2 mana cards are doing.
Oh, also scepters are very kingly too, so I like that as for imagery as well.
Oh, if we're going that far, you want Magister Scepter then.
Let's two scepters. We get
Two
all the scepters in
scepters.
here.
What was the other one? Magistrates?
Magistrates, yeah.
Okay. All right. I wonder if
Uh,
there's a fancy version. There is not. see if there's a fancy. Awesome.
We need to plug in the lands real quick. So we'll need
We'll just
the
do
fetches, the shock
84
lands.
islands. Okay.
Oh my.
Name them. Let's go.
Steam vents
Okay.
Ooh.
and scalding tarn. We want
Okay.
nothing but name lands, or does it matter?
We'll throw in some
Well, you can throw
regular
this for now. A
basics too.
training center. I mean,
Okay.
that's just a good red blue land for a multiplayer match.
Okay.
But if not, let me look at the names because I don't. The Surveil land, I don't know the name of it.
Okay.
I'll look it up real quick.
Ooh, I have a fancy land that I want to put in there.
Okay.
The from Neon Dynasty, the Ottawara Soaring City. AOT, yeah. Sorry, one T. OTAWARA.
Yep. There we go.
Yep. So
Weren't the blue land from Eldraine, wasn't that one a pretty decent one too?
We got Thundering Falls. That's the Surveil land.
Keith, can you find me the red and blue lands from Throne of Eldraine, please?
Yes.
Did you find the
Yeah.
castle? It's Castle Locthwain,
Yeah.
right?
Castle Vantress is the blue one.
Okay.
Locthwain is the black one.
Oh, okay.
okay. Then do we just want to have more utility two-color lands like Fiery Isle and no and Shivan Reef?
Yeah. Or is it Fiery Islet?
It be an islet.
Okay. What was the other one? Shivan Reef?
Yeah.
Ooh, Seagate Restoration is a really good land/modal card.
Oh, sorry. Ooh, nice. Hmm. Got some pretty cool
Also,
cards
for
over here.
flavor, we need to have Is It Guildgate?
Is
Yeah.
it?
Any thoughts on turning this into an Omniscience deck? Because that is an option.
Oh yes, Omniscience. That's brilliant. Yes.
We have the Omnipotent. We have now the Omniscient. I mean, we're really
Okay. We've got to find some smaller creatures because we
okay. Well, then it fits the
are
bill. Goblin Electromancer.
expensive.
Yeah, for sure. Electromancer is great. Yeah.
Ooh,
Let's see here. Since we're casting instants and sorceries, how many do we have total so far?
8 sorceries, 6 instants.
A Storm Killing Artist.
it's always
Help,
good.
help generate some treasure along with it.
Okay.
We
Uh,
need some big banger spells.
Keith, who's that pinger for instants and sorceries that you have in your red deck?
Gutter Snipe.
Mm,
Sulpum.
Gutter Snipe's great.
Oh, Gutter Snipe's
Snipe.
good. Yeah, that does it to everybody.
Okay.
What about
Sorcerer
Sulfum?
Pinger's
That's
really
also a
good.
damage doubler, and he's a cheap creature.
Sulfur.
Cheap as in mana.
Yeah.
I I think we uh so what's our card count at now?
54
Okay, I feel like we
with
need more instants and sorceries.
10 islands so far.
Deflecting Swat.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Cool.
Especially the Commander Masters version of uh oh, what is his name?
The one I can
Corvald.
think of has
It's
Corval. Yeah.
Corvald where he's like slapping it away.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
sick. Hell
Boom.
yeah.
That's in there.
Um, we need any other counter spells? Because I don't think we have mana drain yet.
Oh, yeah, throw mana drain in there.
Okay. Boom. We've got mana drain. Let's see if we can find a cool version.
Oh
Ooh,
well,
that
that's
one's
I
got
mean,
a hand slapping away too. All
Yeah,
those
that's sick.
numbers.
Yeah, just backhands for days. Also,
uh,
I like an offer you can't refuse. That feels like a power move.
Yeah, that was we got that in there.
Boom. Okay.
um, swerve. You're so prideful, you change the targets.
Okay. I like it.
Um, hmm,
I feel like you the classic lightning bolt has to be in there.
Okay. Ooh, classic lightning bolt, but I'm gonna change the version
the
to.
promo version or the Peach Momoko one that nobody can get.
I'm changing it to the Gen Con version.
um, check out Stitch in Time. He's got his hands up, but I don't think it's for prideful reasons. It's sorcery.
Yeah, flip a
Oh, I love
coin
the
if
art
you
on
win the
that
flip.
card.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Um,
And
I'm looking at
then,
all the pingers right now. There's sort of like a two-card combo with Quicksilver Dagger and Niv-Mizzet. So it's an equip and it'll ping and draw you a card at the same time.
okay, boom.
Oh wait, I guess that doesn't untap, does it?
Enchanted creature has tap. This creature deals 1 damage to a
Oh,
target player,
no,
planeswalker.
whenever
You
you
draw a
draw a
card.
card. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Whoops. That doesn't have to be necessary.
I got an enchantment that fits the bill.
Do we want to get rid of Quicksilver Dagger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What is it, Sam?
Teferi's Talent,
Oh,
a planeswalker aura.
Okay.
You are able to put that on Raul Zarek, and you're always drawing cards. You can always get you're building off the pridefulness that you're always going to be taking turns. Nobody else can go.
Perfect.
can you scroll the creatures real quick? So,
Mm-hmm.
um, okay, I have Thermo Alchemist.
Okay.
It is a pinger and it untaps when you cast an instant or sorcery.
Okay. It is in there. Boom.
Did you guys see that VV from Final Fantasy is up to like $400 for like pre-orders?
Yeah, that's insane.
There's a I'd say if we're still in the trying to look for something that's not synergistic but prideful, the Final Fantasy version of Vandal Blast.
I
Read
think I've seen what that
the
looks like.
text on that.
Ah, let's see.
Hmm.
Let's see if I can find it. I got something in my
That'll
hand.
be the instance area right above Windfall. Oh, sorry, it's sorcery. Sorry.
I like the Deadpool version, but let's see. Switch printing. Dangerous part of the job. Don't worry about me. Yeah, I like that.
Uh,
Boom.
so I, what the
We are at 63 cards total.
We
okay.
still need lands to fit the bill.
We've
Uh
got 10 lands.
You could add like
We could do lands
five of
last.
each color basics just real quick to flesh it out, make the
Yeah.
count look more normal.
and I have a creature suggestion
Okay.
too.
1 second.
Mhm.
Let me
I've got one
add.
too, but I think it just fits what we're doing, but I don't know if it's prideful in a sense.
That's kind of where I am too, but you have the kind of like head canon a little bit for mine.
Okay, so we're at 20 lands. Okay. Josh, what do you have, buddy?
The Bria Riptide Rogue, where prowess, which is just like just has a certain like prideful ring to it. They have a prowess to them.
True.
So granting prowess, I feel like would be pretty cool. Also, we're already doing
Yeah,
casting
prowess would be a
sorceries.
good sub theme for sure.
Yeah,
Earlier, when I mentioned like keywords and ability keywords, I thought boast would be great, but we ended up going
Exalted
in a
be a
different
good one,
direction.
but I
Yeah.
don't know if there's any cards that fit
yeah,
that bill.
feels like white black. Yeah. Um,
I was thinking Ovika, Enigma Goliath, but that's only because you profit off of casting instants and sorceries, but the picture has no means of being prideful. It's more of like being
a
a
big horror.
Goliath.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was I
Uh,
thinking?
there's the I think oh do we have uh
What about Urza, Power Stone Prodigy?
okay, I'm here for it.
That could
Yeah.
work.
We know Urza has pride.
So much pride.
Tiber and Lubia for creatures.
Oh, cool.
What was it?
Tiber and
Tiber.
Lumia.
Yeah, that
Tibor.
from isn't that from Ravnica or
Yeah,
Guildgate?
old Ravnica.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Just
Do we want to do the Power Stone Prodigy or do we want to do Lord High Artificer?
how about the Power Stone Prodigy? I don't think we necessarily have enough artifacts to.
Okay.
So then we're gonna.
But this one wants you to discard one or more artifacts.
Uh,
So
oh,
do we
maybe no,
maybe we
just
get
cut
rid of
him.
that one.
Cut
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get rid of that one. I thought it'd be
Uh,
funny, but
mhm.
the more I read it, I was like,
You could put an arcane signet in and do the promo version one where it's the gauntlet. That seems prideful.
yeah. Switch. It's got to be in here somewhere. There we go.
There's one of them.
Boom. Got it.
Um, man,
Ooh, it's a sorcery, but it's called Balance of Power. If target opponent has more cards in hand than you, draw cards equal to the difference.
Okay. Like it. I like
Sounds
that a
kind of
lot.
cool.
The art is pretty cool too.
hold on. Thought I had it.
Ooh, found a cool creature, Body of Knowledge. It helps draw cards. It's an avatar and it's XX, so its power is equal to the number of cards in your hand. And when it's dealt damage, draw that many cards.
I like it. That art
So,
is pretty sweet.
but how do you guys feel about
And it gives you no maximum hand size.
how do you feel about Will and Ro and Kinrith as planeswalkers?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, if we're gonna go with prideful, I think we need to have Jace the Mind Sculptor.
Yeah, for
I was
sure.
thinking about that. Yeah.
Okay.
And then again, if you can get that aura attached to one of them, and you just keep drawing cards, you can just constantly keep doing their loyalty abilities.
Okay.
Um, how many cards we're up to?
We are at 79 with 20 lands.
Do we want to put the two medallions in?
Uh, sure.
Well, that's why I don't know if it's the prideful, other than just having jewels that are reducing the cost of your spells.
I like it. I feel like
I mean, I feel like that's where I'm reaching.
yeah.
Uh,
Okay, what's the blue one?
Sapphire.
Which one? Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I had a brain fart and I couldn't think of which one is blue.
Hmm.
Uh, I'm looking here.
This looking like a cohesive deck so far. Let's see, we
Yeah.
got
Okay,
variety of
I know we put
spells.
Volcanic Island, so I'm just gonna say this. We need to put the Consecrated Sphinx in and do the Amon Invocation version.
Okay.
Speaking of pride.
What the heck? Look at that one.
Ah, that's the brain something. That's
Uh,
like a streetwear brand or something.
Right there.
yeah.
I mean, you look at that and that just seeps with pride.
Oh yeah. Look at that
And
puppy.
then there you go. And every time somebody draws a card, you draw two and just fuels that.
Well, we could change the Locust God to that version too. Actually, look at that version of the Locust God. That's kind of crazy
Pull up
looking.
the other one.
The other one is this one.
Yeah,
That
the
looks
109.
more,
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know.
Our total cart cost is $2,016.25 so far.
Yeah, well, these things happen. It fits the economy situation, so we're good.
Yeah. You
It's
know,
casual.
just a used car worth of magic cards.
Mhm.
We're
You have
just
one
building
card
you.
that could be used to buy a brand new phone almost.
Yeah. Um, for our
Yeah,
basic lands, I'm gonna switch them to fancy looking. So, oh, whoa! Look at those.
that's sick. I like that one. That's a good one. Yep,
That's
for
I
cool.
haven't even
sure.
seen that.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from. And we will switch to. Let's see, bikini bottom.
Uh,
Those are $4.49 each. Those are actually kind of expensive. Oh,
yeah, those
gold.
Aether Drift. Yeah,
Aether Drift
yeah,
first place.
yeah. There we
Yeah.
go.
We're gonna have to switch our mountains to those two.
Yeah, the
That reeks of pride.
opulence. Yeah, yeah. There it is.
Yeah, there we go. 7.99 a piece. Yes, please.
I feel like we're just reaching in the territory of greed. We're gonna have to like smash it out of the park with greed.
So, yeah,
Hey, for
definitely
greed, we'll
looking a
just
little
put
greedy for sure.
greed in the deck and we'll be good.
Yeah.
Well, if we want greed, we need to have Wooburg, but that's a story for another time.
Yeah, that's the story for that episode. That's coming
We
up.
want one more creature that will synergize with the commander.
Sure.
Psychosis Crawler.
True.
Punish
Okay.
people for drawing cards, for you drawing cards.
Okay.
They
Well,
don't have no version that's prideful though.
that's probably good for creatures. We're at 21 creatures.
All right.
Yeah.
Um, I'm looking here.
Have Maze Mind Tome. Seems
We'll do Brothers War retro artifacts numbered for Psychosis Crawler.
Okay, that's a reach. Come on now.
There's no price on it, so we're good. It didn't even go against our total.
Yeah.
It's because it has nothing to go off of. And I guess in a sense, it's not just greed. Like if you're pulling up to like an event and playing with this, you're gonna have oozings of
It's gonna be
pride.
blinged out. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
like
blinged
it's like
out
yeah.
because you're happy about it. All these cards are gonna be foil versions.
Oh, oh no! Don't make it a taco deck.
Oh, it won't be Taco because we keep this deck in our humidor deck box.
Next to our Cubans and all that. I get you.
Yeah.
Mm, you, man.
So you think
I'd
we're good
I'd
on
like to
creatures
say
for
that
now?
we'd if we well, I was gonna say if we want to put something that synergizes with the fact of how many cards we'll be drawing, you could put an ominous seas in, but that's not prideful. So if we're really sticking with that narrative, we'll not go with that.
We gotta
We need
st
like big red blue like finishers.
uh let's see. Um what are the what's the we need
Okay, how
the
about this? You want to be so prideful that you beat somebody with a two card combo?
Yeah.
Tunnel vision.
Yeah.
You have Jace the Mind Sculptor. You can look at the top card of the library and you can put it on the bottom, and then you can just tunnel vision for that card that you just put underneath their deck, and then just boom, they're out of the game.
so I think maybe
Do we
if
need a
someone is
divoning top?
so oh yeah, for sure. Also, if someone is that prideful, they might have tunnel vision and they might not.
True, true, true.
Yeah, so
I like it. I like it playing on it. I like it.
Yes.
I enjoy it.
Well,
um,
that's
what
us putting that card in the deck that gives us at the end of our turn we lose, and we're just gonna
yeah.
let it ride. So
Oh,
You're gonna keep that in there, man. That is prideful. Like
yeah,
if
yeah,
you,
yeah,
I guess that is
yeah,
extremely prideful that you're gonna win that next turn.
yeah. Oh, what are the uh
But just a little tangent. You're so prideful that you do it, then you cast Tails in to counter that activate triggered ability, and you won't lose.
Dang.
I want I think what are the ones that you can cast for free if you control your commander? Uh,
That was
Oh,
deflecting SWAT.
yeah, we have
deflecting,
deflecting SWAT
and then what was
and
the
the
Um,
free
blue one?
counters.
Fierce Guardianship.
Fierce Guardianship, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, prideful having your commander out.
Hmm.
okay, that is
I found a
in.
nice instant, 3 steps ahead.
Okay,
It's one with a spree from Outlaws Thunder Junction. It can counter, it can copy a creature, and draw and discard cards.
And Niv Mizzet's gonna be feeling like he's 3 steps ahead at all times, so I really like
Yeah.
that.
okay. We are at 87 cards total.
Probably needs to be
Um,
lands.
there's plenty of lands.
How about the expensive version of Cyclonic Rift?
Yeah.
So prideful that nobody else can have anything else on the table.
You take pride in your stuff, but you don't take pride in theirs.
Yeah, you just
Okay,
My
shame on
stuff's
everything they have.
we back right after this. What makes a Niv Mizzet deck feel like a bottle of fine wine? Abilities like Vines dealing damage to opponents and drawing a card. Tasting notes of whenever you draw a card, you deal 1 damage to any target, along with whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery card, you draw a card. Finishes like you have no maximum hand size, and each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard of exactly 2 colors has Jumpstart, which will keep them coming back for more. And a passion, or whenever a source you control deals non-combat damage to an opponent, you draw that many cards, which is the driving force behind everything your deck does, as if it is the glue holding everything together. All of this is what goes into a bottled up Niv Mizzet winery card. Pick your card and drink with passion.
My stuff's great. My stuff's gonna stay. Your stuff's garbage. Get out of my face.
Uh,
How about an instant win card?
Yeah.
Um, Triska
well,
Idacophile.
that's black. Oh
I
no. You want to
the
do
blue
that?
one.
Okay, that's sorry.
Yeah.
You can do
So
that,
if
and
you have
then
13 cards in your hand, you win the game.
well, then
I don't know if that's prideful.
No?
I think that's
well,
uh
I would say
That's
Laboratory
that little
Maniac.
greedy?
yeah.
Okay,
If
okay.
you want an instant win, then Laboratory Maniac, because you're going to probably want to draw out your entire deck.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
I
right.
think Labman over Triskaideka file.
Where did Triskaideka file?
Bottom of the
It's
creatures.
a creature.
Second from bottom.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Psych.
Get out of here. Okay. Sorry, I'm being quiet. I'm trying to switch everything to foil.
Oh, you're
Uh,
good. Uh,
I know we're done with creatures, but I feel like a brash taunter is very prideful. You hit him, he just
That's
hit you
pretty
back.
good. Yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah,
use this
But
counter spell of SpongeBob.
Oh,
yes.
that's dirty.
What was it? Brash Taunter?
Yeah, if we're gonna go off prideful, I mean he is the poster child of it.
Okay. All right.
Ooh,
Yeah.
how do we feel about a Thousand Year Storm as an enchantment?
Ooh,
yeah, I saw that earlier. I wasn't sure. Um,
Okay, we are at 90 cards and we have 20 lands. So we
yeah,
should
Okay,
it's,
that's
probably
yeah.
yeah,
probably
we need
work on
to
our
flesh out the
land
lands
base.
for sure.
I think honest, we could probably just kind of flush it out with
A fancy
the
command tower.
yeah, fancy
Or
command
some like
tower.
modal cards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pathways.
Okay.
I can't think of the name. Hold on. I know I have it.
I'll search pathways real quick.
I got it.
River
Oh,
Glide, Lava Glade.
yeah.
Clearwater. Oh, never mind. That's not it. River Glide for sure.
Got her.
Full art version. Oil.
Yep. Oh wait, I gotta switch that. Brunei.
Yeah, there's got to be a better version of that. There's a secret layer
I
drop.
kind of like this one.
Huh?
Let's
Yeah,
go
it
with
has a
this.
dragon on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Force of Will. I really like that version of Force of Will, but we need full mana drain, full Nexus of Fate. Okay, we gotta find
That's
a
our
cool.
but oh my.
Oh,
Oh
look at that
my.
top one.
Yeah, what about the one below
What is
that?
that?
I
That would
like
be
I
so
like the top one better.
That's
that'd be
cool.
so hard to read.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, Nexus of
Man.
Fate, I mean that's
That
pretty
must be
simple.
new.
Okay, let's see if there's any cool refutes. Oh, look at that one. She's blown away all
Yeah.
your ideas. Saw it coming.
There's some
Let's,
good versions of that. Oh,
there's
There's
thought.
there's two
Ah,
versions of that.
I thought it was really popular.
actually
Uh,
I like
the
that
one's
top
ja
one.
that Japanese one.
Planeswalker Championship promo.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got pride. We won the championship.
Oh, that'll be me if that happens.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do we like our this arcane signet? Yes. What about this Blade of Selves? Is there another for that?
Uh,
Yeah, there's
that's
Ooh.
some bang.
new.
Oh,
I have
that's
not seen
cool.
Yeah, I
that. Is
think that's
that
a Final
from?
Fantasy
Clive's
16.
Invictus Blade.
Yeah,
Final
I think that.
Fantasy. That is
Yep.
sick. Okay, we will use that. That's a secret layer drop. So on this sword, I swear to shield the Firebird's flame forevermore. That's pretty cool.
I don't think there's a special version of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it Signet? I don't know. Is it?
Would love to see like a $200 version of that for no reason at all.
I thought they'd at least have a full art somewhere.
Let's see. They might. Let's see. Let's go,
Huh. I
go.
guess they haven't
There might be.
done full art
Those are
Signet.
cool. That one's cool.
Yeah, I dig that.
Yeah.
That's the most
Dan
expensive
Frazier,
version.
select
Yeah.
etched. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
We'll take the lot.
Magistrate Scepter,
And there's only one version of
Arcadian
that.
Masks. Yep. Mind Stone. There's got to be a better version of Mind Stone.
Yep.
Ooh, that one's sweet. That one's cool. Final Fantasy Commander Mind Stone. Fallout. I really like this Doctor Who. It's like you ripped the head off of your enemies.
That and Cybermen, and they were prideful of their own race, so that works.
Oh yeah.
Saying that there is nobody better than the Cybermen.
Let's see if there's a cool. Nope, there's not. Okay.
Like we could
Ruby.
get rid of Mirror Gallery. I don't know.
Well, I think he's gonna want to look
So-
at himself.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
About Mirage Mirror or something else. I think there's only 2 or 3 cards that make token copies in this deck.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like Niv needs to see himself. I feel like that
True, true,
has
true.
Yeah,
like
there's
for flavor.
Yeah, there's some cards that are just in here just for Niv's pride.
Man, I'm pretty.
Hoo-ha-huh.
I love myself.
Do we have
Uh,
Helm of the Host in this or no?
No, you had Blade of
no.
Cells up there.
Okay.
Ooh, curiosity, but the little rice guy. Uh, but it's not in foil. That is so
Dude, I,
unfortunate.
I kind of like, what's the 8th edition one doing at the very bottom?
The very bottom. Somebody is spying on a party. I like that. Dictate of the Twin Gods. Let's see if we've got a cool version of that one. We don't, but we'll go with that one. Fire Emancipation.
I mean, that one's pretty sick there.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
just go foil. Mechanized Warfare. Let's see if we've got anything crazy.
Think it only has the one
Yeah, just some
art,
full arts.
unfortunately. Yeah.
Okay. Omniscience.
Yeah, there's a couple bangers.
Ooh, that Foundations is cool. Oh, there we go. The Wilds
I
of
like the
Eldraine,
Wilds of
Enchanting
Eldraine one.
Tales.
Yeah, that one's
This
sick.
Oh my,
this one
yeah,
or
that one's
the one above
300.
it?
The $300 one.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Obviously.
Gone
Yes.
with that. Okay. Thousand Year Storm. Let's see if we've got any crazy Thousand Year Storms.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's
I
cool.
Oh,
kind of like.
that one's,
Oh, here we
I
go.
dig that one.
This one right
I
here.
dig that one. Yeah, that one's
Okay.
nice.
All right.
Lands. Lands, lands, lands.
Castle Vantris. Let's see if there's a cool. Not really. I like the promos where they have the dates stamped on them.
Mhm.
There's got to
There
be a
should be a
sweet
lot of
command
command
tower.
towers.
Let's see. Ooh, that one's cool. Um,
Secret Lair. That one's the most expensive I've seen so far.
ooh, the
Fallout.
Fallout version. There we go. Okay, like that. Ooh, I like the Assassin's Creed version of that.
Yeah.
There we go. Manamo. Switch printing.
Yeah, some of these are pretty crazy.
The $90 one right there.
Uh, if we select foil on the original, it's $280.
Oh
So
yeah, no, we have to do that then. That makes a lot more
there
sense.
we
Dang,
go.
I used to have an old version of that.
There's a full
There.
art version of this one for sure. There, the borderless with foil.
Okay, we'll do
There it
this
is.
one.
Yeah.
Okay. River Glide Pathway. There's a sick version of that too. Let's see.
Borderless.
Yeah, there we go. Got it.
Um,
Scalding Tarn.
yeah, you'd want to do the expedition one. Oh, no, or
Oh, we don't even have we need all the fetch lands.
actually, I don't know. I think the special guest is more expensive if that's what you're going off of, or the
Uh,
Scalding Tarn.
we're just looking at something cool.
Oh, well, Infinity for Steam Vents because it just looks.
Yeah.
Baller. Yeah.
Wait, was there a?
There would be a Galaxy version.
Oh yeah, there we go. Got it. Got it.
We need Arid Mesa.
Okay.
You want? I hear. I guess that is prideful if you want to go CDH wise.
I'd say, yeah, probably put all the fancy fetch lands in there. If we need
Okay.
more lands.
Um,
Flooded Strand.
does Arid Mesa is okay because it doesn't have the pip in it,
Yeah, you can
correct?
use any, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Scalding Tarn, I guess, is the
you
proper
can
one.
polluted Delta. Already have Scalding Tarn.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
darn.
Okay. It's okay.
Oh, whoopsies. Wooded Foothills.
Hold on. Okay.
Uh, Misty Rainforest. That's for the blue.
Misty
Um,
Remora.
But Oh,
We have flooded
got
something. I think that's the blue
Flooded
white
Strand's
one.
already on there.
Oh, okay.
That might
Um, we've got black blue. We've got red blue. We've got red
Rocky.
white, red
Oh
green.
wait, that's
R-
uncommon. Can't have
mm,
that.
Rocky
There's got to be a
Road.
red black
Is that
one.
right?
Where's that? Bloodstained Mire, is that on there? Yeah.
Ah, what do I?
Ta-da.
Ta-da.
Nice budget deck for
We're
all the
we're
followers.
at 98. So we need two more. Do we want to just do basics? Two more
Yeah.
basics?
Yeah, we can just close it out like that.
Add one. Add one. Okay, let me change these.
Boom.
Let me change these arts real quick.
Those special guests looks. I thought the expeditions were better, but those special guests are really growing on me.
Yeah.
You should change the view to visual grid so we can see the cards real quick after
Okay.
you're done.
I will here in a second. Let me bling it. Let me bling it.
Blinging in progress.
Murders at Karlov Manor. Uh
Oh
Ooh, I like
man, they're
this.
just getting better and better at making these lands. I don't even know how you get that. TDM special guest.
TDM.
what a photo. There we go. Okay. And with that, we are at a grand total. And Sam, we're using your card for this one. $4,488.48.
What card do you use it for? What?
Your
Or
credit card.
this whole deck, we're using your credit card.
Oh, does that
Are
mean
you?
only I get to use it? Can I be the prideful one?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, that's
I don't know.
totally
it.
fine.
I feel like given my physical attributes, sloth is my specialty.
Stop it.
Sid the Sloth. Okay,
Oh
so
man.
here's where we're at. We have our commander. We have two planeswalkers. We've got 22 creatures, 12 sorceries, 14 instants, 11 artifacts, 8 enchantments, 30 lands. We are at a. We've got 6 game changers, 5 extra turn cards, 1 tutor card.
Oh goodness. What?
Wait, which one's the two? Oh yeah, it is
Let's
Archmage Ascension. Yeah,
let's set our bracket. We would say this is probably a 4.
yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Because there's a couple
Uh,
cards in
I was
Yeah,
there
gonna
that
say
drop it
3 or 4.
down.
I don't know how smooth this thing
Well,
That's why I'm saying like
would
the
run.
swerve can be taken out, or maybe something more spicy. I'm pretty sure all the planeswalkers can be taken out to make it more spicy.
yeah. I
But
mean, like,
it's a
yeah, but we're
functional
just
deck.
hey guys, we need to be proud with what we picked already.
yeah,
Okay?
Oh,
I
I'm
agree.
super proud.
We know
Hey.
what we picked. We're proud
I
of it.
want somebody from this group running this at some point in time. I don't know how we pull it off.
I mean, we could proxy
We
it.
might have to dip into the sinful part of lust to really afford it, but that's we'll visit that down the line.
That's yeah, that's
But
for another
follow
day. How do
follow
we
us up.
how
I
do we
feel
want to
like
Wait.
describe
Guys,
how do
guys,
we
guys,
want to
guys.
describe this deck?
Oh, describe it.
Yeah.
Um, it's
I get everything, you get no turns, so be quiet.
um
GG's.
the best deck ever. Don't even have to look at any other decks. D-
You let's see. You want cards? Nah, I get all the cards.
Yeah.
Okay. Got that on there.
Definitely, yeah, some card draw synergy.
What tags do we need? Themes for this deck.
No turn
So
for
Um,
you.
a
ping,
counter,
Oh.
control, count.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, control,
We've got control. Okay.
ping, if that's an option. Maybe mid-range. It's going to take a little while to get going. Oh, ping's not an option.
Nope.
Damage.
We be doing damage.
feel like
Burn,
this
Burn.
little
would
burn.
be
Oh yeah, yeah.
mid-range.
We've
Yep.
already got that.
We got that.
Oh, okay.
Um, draw.
Icy, pricey.
Bling.
Yeah, bling. Yeah.
Yeah,
There has to be
Draw's
something for
not on
draw.
there. That's weird.
that is weird.
Um, can everybody see this list
Extra
as it's
turns
going?
for
Yeah.
sure.
Extra turns. Okay.
Um, little thing, those special guests I was talking about, those lands, that is Tarkir Dragonstorm special guest for
Oh,
collector boosters.
okay. Is that I
Oh,
guess?
Is it?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I couldn't remember what the TDM was for, and I was like, man, that's got to be something.
It's a little bit of mill.
I almost mentioned Monarch earlier, but
Yeah.
that's
Spellslinger a little bit.
Yeah. A little bit of everything.
Um,
Yeah.
unmaintained. Webcam friendly for sure.
Yep.
And
Okay.
save.
Yep.
All right. So we've got seven deadly sins. Is it pride or confidence? It's commander deck. Bracket four. Control, mid range, burn, extra turns. Is it mill, spellslinger, webcam friendly? Built it in less than an hour, folks.
Yeah.
We did a great job. I'm very proud of us.
doing some peak
I'm proud of
gaming
us
over
too.
here.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet. So, uh,
You might want to change the printing of Perun
okay.
to the um Ravnica remastered like weird.
Whoa,
Oh,
look at that Seeker's
okay,
Lair,
never
Yeah,
seen
that
Josh.
that
one's
one.
so cool.
That
That
wasn't on
one's
the list.
sick. Oh, that's cool. Okay.
I want
Yeah.
that
There we
one.
go.
Ooh, I want that.
Ooh, I like it. I like it a lot. So yeah, this deck will be in the description of the video. Um,
You can goldfish it, play it online if you want to, using some virtual
Oh,
software.
and the Niv Mizzet, not the Jace the Mind Sculptor needs to get changed to the Fox version.
ooh, $600. Okay.
Well, I'm just saying.
Okay, we are now at $5,067.68. We do
Woo!
not think you need to play the versions of these cards that we put on here. Play the
But if you
versions you have
do,
at home.
you should tag
If you
us and
do,
show us that you're doing this, and you will be
uh,
our prideful subscriber for a
yeah,
while.
Cassius Marsh, if you play this deck, let us know. King of Bling. Um, so yeah. All right. So that's this deck. Let's kind of talk about some like personal pride that we have in games so far. So, Keith, what's the proudest moment you've ever had in a game that you can remember?
Oh,
Also,
um,
the Pacers are up 55-37 in
oh
the second
wow.
quarter,
Woo!
by the way.
Well, I think my brother's there right now, and he's going to the game next week.
Nice.
Yep, getting we call it sweet.
He's got season tickets, doesn't he?
Yeah, but these are separate. His friends work bought sweet tickets just 'cause. So yeah, they're
Oh,
going to that
just
next
'cause.
week.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
All
yeah, they
right.
can do whatever they want. So
No,
And for everybody
they
who,
could afford this deck.
yeah,
they
they
could.
could. Uh, and
Lightweight,
then for
baby.
everybody that doesn't know, we record these episodes on Sundays, Sunday evening, Sunday nights, most of the time, or Mondays. Kind of just depends. And then they're released on Thursdays. So if we're talking about stuff sometimes and you're like, what's going on? What's happening? It's because we're a little couple days ahead. So
Yeah,
back to it. We'll
as
stop
far
sharing.
as prideful moments, probably just resolving a big crackle of power. I know I've had it foiled a couple times, but when you can get a good crackle of power off and maybe wipe two people out at the same time, yeah, that's pretty big win for me.
That's awesome.
Just, big finishes like that kind of make me feel the most pride, I guess.
Josh, what about you?
Oh, let's see.
What's your proudest
Uh,
moment?
Uh, I think my proudest moment was probably back in college whenever Culver and I converted all of the floor into Magic players. So that's probably been my best achievement. Uh, or like yeah, so just converting pretty much everyone that we know into Magic players. So in
True.
Magic, just the being able to show people like, hey, there's this thing and make it like a fun environment so they actually stick with it and they have show pride in the things they make. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun to release those little monsters out in the world. So
Sam, what's the proudest you've been during a game? Or
I would
proudest you
say the
are?
most recent, I think it was a couple weeks ago, I was playing with my new Xantcha Sleeper Agent deck, and for I would say 90% of the match, nobody could attack me. And yeah, I just sat pretty with my board state, and nobody could attack me because everybody was goaded the entire time.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think,
oh,
go ahead,
can I
Josh.
can I re-record mine a little bit? Because I don't
No.
think we should necessarily be name dropping. I should ask people for a name drop them in a podcast.
Who did you name drop?
Culver.
I don't think he'll care.
I think we
He's a
brought that
fan of
him
the
up multiple
podcast.
times
Okay,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll be
He's
okay
been
then.
brought up. Yeah.
Okay,
That's fine.
then cut this part.
It's
Cut this
it's
out then.
it's no, we'll leave it in here. Cause it's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. It's all right.
What about
He's
you? How prideful
His
have you been?
address is
he currently resides off the corner of uh I think I kind of um I don't know. I think I'm kind of like Josh where it comes to just being proud of people that I've brought to the game and seeing them pull off a big win. Like the other time when we were all playing together and Dylan came and played one game and beat us all and then he was like, "I'll see y'all later," and just was happy about winning. I think that's pretty cool cuz you know, he was having a rough time with playing the game, left the game for a little while, came back, and he's been deck building like a beast for a while now, and it's starting to get a little scary. So
yeah, and he's got
in a
his
good way.
friends into it and his girlfriend and so on.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. So,
Well, if we're gonna be wholesome about it,
no,
I
Uh,
what?
can
Oh,
I,
what? Yeah, go ahead, Josh.
as like as far as like actual like gameplay thing, I think one of my favorite wins I'm proud of is winning with a Shaman of the Forgotten Ways. Its formidable ability is each player's life total becomes the number of creatures he or she controls, and activate this only if you can control creatures with power 8 or greater. And I did that against a Planeswalker deck who had no creatures, and that was
Oh
just kind
no.
of you were there.
That's
We
nice.
did it on spell table, Nathan.
Yeah.
Yep.
That, yep. I remember that. That was funny. That was oh man, that was sweaty. Got sweaty fast.
Yeah.
What's the biggest pool that you're proud that you ever pulled off? Sam, I think I have an idea of as to what yours is, but what
a
would you say?
pull.
Yeah, pull out of when you're opening a pack.
Uh, well, there was when we went to Command Fest in Indianapolis 2 years ago,
Yeah. Yep.
and I pulled out of a mystery box that Cool Game was it Cool Games that was doing that?
Just
That's
games.
good games.
Good games,
Good
yeah.
games, yeah. And I just randomly pulled out one of their Exodus packs, and as being a fool to open it, and I pulled a City of Traders, and
Yeah.
I didn't even know what it was. Like, that's a great pull. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Then looked up, it was like a $350 card. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm really feeling myself
Yeah.
now.
What about you, Josh?
Yeah, so got a box of Tarkir and managed to get Elsbeth and Ugin from from one booster box. So that recency bias, that was absolutely
That's
insane. So
So
that's
he's
crazy.
prideful of it. I'm envious of him because this set has been dog water for me.
oh no.
It's pretty hype getting the chase cards in one box, so
What about you, Keith?
Hard to beat.
What's your big pull?
Mm,
Oh, I like that glass. Is that a Lord of the Rings glass?
yeah, it's my Lord of the Rings
Oh,
goblet from Burger King from like the 2001.
that's sick.
Um, only cards or big pulls that come to mind are probably the Lotus that I have.
Yep. I was
Which
there when you opened that too. That was sweet.
yeah, that's like the first uh major.
Never used it.
Yeah. So yeah, I coming back to Magic, and we got that box and cracked all that open, and yeah, that was just a big pull after like a massive hiatus. So that was really
Yeah.
cool. Probably the most hype thing
Don't
that I
worry,
can.
Keith. In a year or so, you'll be able to use it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
We
it's
hope.
it's
We
banned.
hope to we hope.
The jeweled lotus.
Yeah.
Yes.
The card invented for Commander that you could not use in Commander.
Yeah,
Yes.
that one. That's it.
Oh, that one? Okay, just
Perfect.
wanted to
Yeah.
confirm.
Yep. Yep.
Uh,
You're right.
Mine was I was opening up a Dominaria Remastered box, and there were three Force of Wills in the box.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I opened one and I was like, oh my God. It's like, holy cow. Like Keith was talking about, you got the chase card. And then a couple packs later, I opened up another one that was a different art. I was like, no way.
You're like, all
And then
right,
like
relax.
yeah, I was like right before I finished the box, it was the third one. I was just like, holy cow. And ever since then I've not, it's one of those things where
You
you're like,
spent, yeah,
I
spent
spent
all the
all
luck
my
on that
luck
one box.
on that one
Oh
box, and
man.
ever since then it's just been
Is
it's
that, but
been
you're open.
fun, but it'll never be that
Do you want to hear my
big.
impression of you opening those?
Yeah, go for it.
Will.
Will
Uh,
LaForce, the denial guy.
Flavor text on one of them from Dominaria is, "Weren't you ever taught that it's rude to interrupt?" I thought
that's
that's sort
nice.
of
Yeah.
on point.
I'm proud with what we did with this episode, and I
Yeah,
think
me
we'll have
too.
a lot of pride in what we're doing with the rest of the Sin series.
I am not
Yeah.
looking forward to a couple of them.
Uh, uh, I'm looking forward to all of them. Yeah,
Well, I'm saying the build aspect of Sloth, I feel like is going to be that will be because
We
it
just
has
have
to be a
to
slow
we just have to
deck.
make a super
It
slow
could
deck
be
that probably
goofy
doesn't
and
win. It'll be
flavorful.
hilarious.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How about this? We be a teaser. Possible suspend counters indefinitely.
Hmm. Yeah, like group slug or something like that.
Guys, I have huge news.
What's up?
On Tuesday, I get to have a Zoom conversation with Mick Foley.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's
Pretty excited
crazy.
about that. So, um,
Mankind.
if anybody thinks of questions that they'd like for me to ask Mr. Foley, uh, let me know and I will get them asked. So that's fun. And then also next month, I will be at Fanatics Fest. So um, helping out Bryce Joyner. He got asked by Fanatics Fest to come back and have a
Oh,
booth with
Oh,
his
cool.
shop, Joynerd's Cards. So he'll be there with Indie Breaks, and I will be there helping out. So if anybody's going to be at Fanatics Fest, come say hi. So be at the Javits Center in New York City. So we're going to
oh
drive
my!
there, drive home.
Hmm.
It's going to be a great time.
Oh no!
So with that, does anybody else have anything they want to bring up before this episode resolves?
None that comes
No,
to mind.
All right. Does this episode resolve?
absolutely.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. We'll be doing greed next week. So we'll see y'all next week. Let's be greedy.
Yeah.
Bye.
See
Bye.
ya.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Hexproof from Ward. If you like what you heard, you can continue to listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. You can watch us on YouTube. You can also give us a follow on Instagram and Blue Sky. We'll see you next week.